this churn that I have been talking about in world affairs has left large parts of the world quite changed. And we must recognize, for example, we used to say West Asia. You and I know West Asia. If we used to think Gulf, West Asia, North Africa, right? It's gone. Today, the Gulf is an integrated security landscape from Pakistan to the Mediterranean and from the Mediterranean to Morocco.
Interesting.
It's an integrated landscape. Another view. Consider the scenario. We used to look at the Gulf security. Once in a while, we looked at the Red Sea, and we never spoke of the Horn of Africa. I am suggesting to you that from Turkey to Somalia, it is an integrated security landscape. All the countries, Iran,
And
Saudi
who's in charge?
Arabia,
China for the security?
all of them are there. Every major player in world affairs is in Djibouti, for example. 6 countries have bases in Djibouti, including China, United States, UK, France, Japan, Italy, what have you, France. They have bases in Djibouti, at the mouth of the Red Sea. Right? So I would say that this is one integrated landscape. Or both of these, which I am telling you, are extremely fragile in terms of security. Now, I would ask you a very simple question. India's crucial interests are involved in the 2 landscapes. The East-West landscape from Pakistan to the Mediterranean and beyond, and the North-South landscape from Turkey to Somalia. Have you ever heard India doing anything in either of these landscapes? These are crucial. This is what I call out-of-the-box thinking.
Right.
That you have to think through. If it is not just government, all of us have to think through. But where did you hear the papers? Which papers have been written? Who is advising the government? Is anyone even interested in any of these issues? And who is bringing, for example, I'm going to say a personal thing to you. I have been looking at the Horn of Africa for some time. My eyes were opened when that ship, Evergreen, with the Indian captain, ran aground in the Suez. And the Suez was closed for 6 days. Cost the international economy about $2 or $3 billion, $6 billion, something like that. My eyes were opened. And from that day, they have never been shut. I am constantly looking at the Horn of Africa. And I have decided now to go to this region. I don't want to read Western writing. It's all over the place. You go to the internet, you will get 5,000 articles.
Sure.
And books. I am visiting next month Egypt and Ethiopia. And if I get the visa, Djibouti. Actually see with my own eyes this landscape, the issue. Talk to local people, not just authorities, government officials. I don't want any of those. Ordinary people as well as scholars. What is happening here? And what are the sources of insecurity for you? All of this will give me some idea about what I can write. I'm writing a monograph.
Namaste, Jai Hind. You're watching ANI podcast with Smita Prakash.
अगर हम उसको मस्जिद कहेंगे तो फिर विवाद होगा.
The issue is टूटा है क्या भारत?
400 पार का मतलब ये है कि संविधान खतरे में है.
क्या हम लोग ये निर्देश देते हैं कि फला को गिरफ्तार करके जेल डाल दें?
वही तो कह रहे हैं सब.
ये बेबुनियाद निराधार आरोप.
सच्चा सुनना चाहो देखो स्मिता प्रकाश ANI. It does not lie.